Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahusha Brakti Hawa Brakatha, Yahusha Bashem Rakakwadash. Double honor to the apostles, the elders. Salutations to you, sincere brothers, teaching in truth and in sincerity. This lesson will be entitled, And Yet Durst Fight. Lord, will you are edified. My source, Etiman, and Durst. According to this source, when used as a verb, past tense of dare, right? And dare means what? Be bold enough, have courage to venture, to be bold, to dare, confidence, audacity, courageous. All right, keep this in mind. This video was inspired by this article, source, Psychology Today, article entitled, If Aliens Showed Up, Would Humans Stick Together? All right, aliens, referring to Yahushua and the heavenly host. And let's prove that. What makes Yahushua an alien? Well, according to the etymon, alien means what? Strange, foreign, of or belonging to another, not one's own. Meaning what? During Yahushua's second debut, he's coming directly from the spiritual realm, right? And by default, this makes him strange or foreign to the earthly realm, okay? Psalm 110 and verse 1, the Lord Yahweh said unto my Lord Yahushua, sit you at my right hand. And where is this at? Where is this setting? Psalm 11 and verse 4, the Lord Yahweh is in his holy temple. The Lord Yahweh's throne is in heaven, all right? Or the spiritual realm, or the third heaven, or the fourth dimension. His eyes behold, his eyelids try the children of men. Okay? Back into Psalm 110 and verse 1, until I make your enemies your footstool. Second Ezra 13 and verse 31. And one shall undertake to fight against another, one city against another, one place against another, one people against another. All of this will be happening during the arrival of Yahushua, and one realm against another. Hence the spiritual realm versus the earthly realm, okay? So by default, we can replace aliens with, if Yahushua and his heavenly host showed up, would humans stick together? Yes. Yes. And we can use one event to prove this, okay? According to the Holy Scriptures. Let's get Revelation 11 and 14. The second woe is past, WW2, and behold, the third woe, WW3, come quickly. WW3 will be exercised during the arrival of Yahushua. Let's get Joel 3 and 2. Well, let's start at 1. For behold, in those days and in that time, when I shall bring again the captivity of Judah and Jerusalem, I shall bring again, meaning Yahweh Bashem, Yahushua is going to restore the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect. Releasing the nation of Israel, beginning with the elect, from Esau's captivity. Verse 2, I will also gather all nations hence, WW3, and will bring them down into the valley of Yahweh-Shaphat. Okay? Yahweh-Shaphat, which means Yahweh's judgment, somewhere in the Middle East, right? And will plead, meaning judge, with them, therefore my people Israel, and for my heritage Israel, whom they have scattered among the nations and parted my land. So again, WW3 will be activated, okay, during the second debut of Yahushua, okay? And if Yahushua and the heavenly host showed up, would humans stick together? Yes. And let's go to 2 Ezra 13 and verse 1. And it came to pass after 7 days, I dreamed a dream by night, and lo, there arose a wind from the sea, that it moved all the waves thereof. And I beheld, and lo, that man, referring to Yahushua, waxed strong with the thousands of heaven. Okay, and that's literal. And when he turned his countenance to look, all the things trembled that were seen under him. And that's literal. Verse 4, and whensoever the voice went out of his mouth, meaning laser beams coming from those chariots, all they burned that heard his voice, meaning these laser beams destroyed their desired targets, like as the earth fell when it filled the fire. And after this I beheld, and lo, there was gathered together a multitude of men out of number from the four winds of the heaven, hence WW3, which was spoken of in Revelation 11 and 14 and Joel 3 and 2. To subdue the man that came out of the sea. What sea? The spiritual realm. All right? But I beheld, and lo, he had graved himself a great mountain, referring to this fathership that Yahushua will return in, and flew on it. But I would have seen the region or place whereout the hill was graven, and I could not, meaning the chariot was so big that Yahushua returned in, that Ezra could not see the beginning nor its end, right? And after this I beheld, and lo, all they which were gathered together to subdue him were sore afraid, and yet durst fight, meaning they were courageous to fight Yahushua. They became bold to fight Yahushua. They had the audacity to fight Yahushua. How so? The Most High is going to put the spirit on them to fight Yahushua. Because remember, during WW3, they will fight each other. And once they see Yahushua, they're going to band together and try to defeat Yahushua. And this will not happen. They will be destroyed. Verse 9, and lo, as he saw the violence of the multitude that came, he neither lifted up his hand, nor held sword, nor any instrument of war. But only I saw that he sent out of his mouth laser beams, as it had been a blast of fire, concentrated fire, and out of his lips a flaming breath, laser beams coming from those chariots, and out of his tongue he cast out sparks and tempests. And they were all mixed together, the blast of fire, the flaming breath, and the great tempest, and fell with violence on the multitude which was prepared to fight, and burned them up every one, so that upon a sudden of an innumerable multitude nothing was to be perceived, but only dust and smell of smoke. When I saw this, I was so afraid. When I saw this, I was afraid, Salakia. Okay? This proves that Yahushua is coming back, all right, for judgment. And those people, these armies, regardless of the branches, of these militaries, beginning with Esau and these other nations, they will be destroyed. Okay? They will be destroyed. And they're going to band together. And this is the play that the Most High has decided. Okay? It's within his will. So to answer the question, if aliens showed up, would humans stick together? According to 2nd Ezra, the 13th chapter, yes. And these humans, all right, these heathen military factions will be destroyed. Lord, will you edify? Shalom.